All right, guys. So we're gonna work utilizing the lapel again, right? I like to use this grip. I showed a back take utilizing that grip. I want to show like Brabo chokes and setups from there. So basically, Bravo's when I'm utilizing this lapel here, taking out the slack, going under, passing it to the crossface hand here. People have preference. Some people like to have their thumb here. I like to have my thumb out, right? Just more comfortable for my thumb personally, all right? And I like to set it up from side control. We can set it up from the positions that Professor John and Andy have shown where we get to here, okay? I hug the head, I have the time to pass the lapel, and I can start utilizing all the things we worked, right? I showed where if we get them to the side here, okay, and I pass the lapel, and I'm adjusting, I use this forearm of mine to kind of pull him this way, right, or I can grab his hips. And as I do that, I open my leg out, right, so I have something to support myself to spring back to his back. So if I just try to just do this, I won't have any power to produce, okay? So I bring my foot out this way. See, my left foot is underneath my butt the whole time to support myself here. Okay, so as I pull him here, I pull him up and then I bring my knee over to here and then I go for this choke here, okay? When I go for the choke, my goal is to get the thumb along the carotid and the shoulder's gonna choke the other side of his neck, right? Constricted here. So you guys, I showed here, you can sit up, put them on your lap, finish the Brabo like that. You can drag them to the side to take the back or going here to finish the armbar, okay? Bless you. So, I also like to get it from side control or like in a knee cup position where I pass the lapel, right? I can use this here to adjust and kind of rotate them to flatten them out, okay? You can pass with this, right? You can set it up from side control. You can use this as like a grip to like stabilize your partner. You get your 2 points, right? You mount, you're here. You adjust the lapel again, you give them your foot. Okay, he traps your foot. Bring it back to this side and then we're just constantly cycling through that, okay? So, basic, let's go from half guard to side control and then it'll all like tie it together, okay? So, again, I'm passing the lapel towards the other hand with the underhook, okay? And I like to create a rope here if I can, okay? If I can create a rope, see where my thumb is here, that's when it's okay. But if I can't create a rope, I'll go 5 fingers over, okay? But eventually, I would like to adjust and get a nice rope here. Now, once I'm here, if I'm in the half guard, my knee is driving to him, facing him the entire time. I'm connected to his stomach. And then my left leg is gonna base out here, okay? Now, as I posture up, I'm gonna serve the bowl of soup, right? And pass the hand palm up, okay? The reason why I say bowl of soup is like this grip, like when you rotate like this, like supination, and then this pronation. So that's why I say I'm serving a bowl of soup, okay? So I'm going here, posturing up. I use a slight face crank a little bit to open up space to serve the bowl of soup, and then I get my nice Bravo grip here. Now the concept applies where my thumb is going towards his neck. I don't want it to be on his back. I want to be more close to his neck here, okay? Now first option, okay, of course, you can grab the same material holding, cross choke, okay? The next one I like to do is if I go here, he blocks, right? I pull this way and I kind of do like a darce almost, where I grab the belt and I switch my hip and I drive to like the mount and I can finish with, I can finish with my right hand. My other one I like to do here is where if I'm choking him here and he's blocking my hand here, I don't really pull. I go in front, I bring my arm over, and then I bring my elbow back to where it's in the same line as his elbow. So as I bring this down, my chest covers, my top hand pushes down on the material. I rise up and my bicep goes over his tricep, okay? So from here, I want you guys to feel the finish from here versus if your bicep is over the tricep here. Okay, now I can finish like that. This is one of my favorite ways to finish, okay? When I see people do this, I notice they just try to bring their head to the other side. But if you just try to bring your head to this side, his arm can open up. And then yes, you can use this to flare out and pass, but I would prefer to finish. So as I adjust here, I squeeze strong, okay? I'm gonna choke you. So I'm here. He blocked first one, cross choke, boom, easy. Next one, you can like go over, grab the belt, sit onto your hip, kind of like a modified darts. This one too is also like a darce where I'm going here, but I'm using this hand to make sure I keep his hand down. Sorry, his arm down. So as I push down with my left arm, I'm rising up and I'm going over, and then I squeeze here. Okay, so I'm going over to this portion of the arm. Bang. Okay, so one more time. So if I'm here, right, I can stabilize, I can pull him to the side, serve the bull soup. Be careful overcommitting. If you overcommit to where the back of your shoulder's on his chest, he's gonna bring you this way. So if I go too deep, see how my back is on here, and it's easy for him to do that, okay? So this is really exaggerated, but people do this. So just be careful of how much you do, how much soup you give. Okay, coming in. So again, I like to set this up from passing here, okay? He tries to fight his way inside, so I let him take me, and then I adjust, okay? Now, once I'm here, not too deep, I adjust just enough, right? I didn't lose my hand, I have some slack. I brought my elbow and shoulder back. Now my shoulder's like the same, my arm's in the same line as my body. Now first one, I can go cross choke, okay? He'll block, so I can then swim this way. I'll collapse over and I grab the belt, and I start driving over him to go to the mount. Or here, I push down on his sleeve or arm, whatever it is. I rise up and I go here. One thing I like to do as well is, as I'm here, I'm pushing on the arm, but they can still straighten this arm. So I like to pull this up and I shelve it here. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on the elbow. I do this. Okay, so if you have the ability, shelve this arm up, bring your leg here, bring your chest over, and then now just control the arm and finish. Okay? Just be careful when you guys are driving forward of like the bridge to the other side, because even though my shoulder's here on the outside of his arm, I'll still be exposed. Okay? So we're in the knee cup position. My base is out. See, I just got here. Okay? Of course he's gonna be framing. He's not gonna allow his arm to be there, so that's fine. I use my head, just like Professor John chose, and get the nice head positioning. Take your time adjusting the lapel. So when you guys are taking out the lapel, don't just pass it. There's too much slack, right? So sometimes if like his gi is like this, if I just pass the lapel like that, look at this, this is not good. So what I do, I stretch it down, I heighten my hand, and then I pass the lapel. So let's rotate this. So say gi was in his belt. If I just pass it here, okay, there's too much slack. So again, what I like to do, I like to use my body here and I bring it down, and I again adjust my hand higher. So when I do pass it, it's close to the shoulder here, okay? Now I can slide this hand down once I need the space to go here. Again, you have your back take, you can mount, right? You can base out this way, serving the bowl of soup, retracting it back, okay? Now, cross choke. You can cross choke with this material or the material, the gi you're holding here. Okay, use your form to adjust here, right? And when you guys are doing the cross choke one, it's not this one that's choking him. It's this hand, right? It's like if I had a cross choke here, like I was setting up a regular cross choke, I'm using this one to like open up the space here, and then I pull this one up, okay? Same concept applies in the Brabo. So we have 1, boom, over 2. My personal favorite is this one, 3, and then 4. I shove the leg, adjust my chest over the bite or elbow, and then I just stay here and I find that squeeze. Okay? Let's do this to warm up, and then we'll progress to side control with the continued Brabo grip. Guessing.
Are you worried about underhook your leg?
No, not necessarily, because like this lapel is almost acting as an underhook, right? So if I'm here and I'm here, I'm not worried because he's gonna need to block his neck. If he's going to my leg, I'm going to his neck. If he's going to my arms, then I can like retract here. It's like if I was taking the back, right? Go ahead and face the suit. Say he's sitting up here. I have the seatbelt, if he's blocking my hooks, right? Nothing's blocking this. But once he feels this threat, same thing, right? I'm just looking for opportunities or openings that I can capitalize on. Okay? Cool? So you guys have 4 options. So run through the 4, top to bottom, run through the 4, top to bottom. And then I'll be walking around. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.